Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jumi A here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Jumi. I make faith-based content to encourage, to inspire, and to give you hope. So if you'd like to stick around, please subscribe to this channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about singleness. It is marriage season, guys. People are getting married, people are getting engaged. I don't know if you've noticed that on your feeds, on your socials. Um, People are getting married, and it's so beautiful. Congratulations to all the 2024 brides and the people who have been getting engaged. It's such a beautiful thing. I love love, and may God bless all your marriages. In today's world, we like to promote marriage. We like to put marriage on the pedestal, and it can affect single people. So when you see it a lot and you feel like maybe you're not worthy or you're not special because you're not married or you're not in a relationship. But this video again is for us. It's for because I'm single as well. So I've been single all my life actually. I've never been in a relationship. For more reasons. That's probably another video, but I've had my reasons for not wanting to be in a relationship. So this is something that I have worked on. This is something that I know about. Being single is my life. So I feel like I'm more than qualified to make this video because I've just never been in one. And this is a disclaimer. I am not trying to like bash marriage, or I want to be married myself. And I think if you desire to be married, there's nothing wrong with that. All I want to do in this video is just tell you, if you are single, it's beneficial and it's not a curse. It's a blessing. Like God gives singleness to certain people as a blessing. And marriage is a blessing, but also singleness is a blessing as well. So I just want to kind of shed light to that because I feel like there's not a lot of people talking about it. We always see videos about getting out of singleness, finding the one, or videos about relationships. But no one really talks about singleness and how much it's such a great thing. And honestly, you should not despise your single season. You should embrace your single season because that is the time that God can really develop you. And it's such an important time. I just want, more light on it. I want more people talking about singleness because it's actually a good thing. So that's why I want to make this video. So I have 5 points. So let's get to it. So point number 1, you get to know yourself better. When you're single, this is a perfect time to really understand who you are, get into different hobbies, interests, passions, and you really get to just establish the person that you are, establish your personalities, establish certain things about you, so your traits, positive traits, and even negative traits as well. You really get to just understand who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, and everything that makes the totality of who you are. It's a great time to really spend time with yourself and really just understand the person that you are, the person that God has created you to be. I know that for some people who get married really early in life, like in their like 20, 21, 22, when maybe they haven't truly discovered themselves yet, it can be kind of hard, I think, getting married young. But there is grace to still understand yourself, even if you're married or you're with someone. But it's just beautiful when you're single because you get that time to really process and understand yourself without someone else like in the picture or taking up your time. You get to really just invest that time into yourself. Point number 2, you get to focus on God and your calling. You get to focus on the relationship with God. You get to focus on the call upon your life and your purpose. We're all here for a reason. We're not here just because, by accident. We are here for a purpose, and God has us here in order to fulfill His purpose on the earth. So when you're single, you really get to just hone in on your relationship with God. You get to have a relationship with God without no distractions, without no, obviously when you're married or relationship, your time has to be split between yourself and the other person. Everything you do you have to consider the other person. But when you are single, your time is yours and God's. That's it, and you get to really focus on your relationship with God, focus on becoming a son and daughter, knowing your identity in Christ, and truly focusing on the gifts and the talents that God has put on the inside of you and to unleash it out upon the earth. When we pass away, we have to stand before God by ourselves. Our husband will be beside us, our wife will be beside us, our boyfriend, girlfriend will be beside us. It will just be us. And God will judge our lives and what we've done and what have you achieved while you're here. So that is ultimately the most important thing in life, is to achieve your purpose and to achieve your calling. So that is what we want to focus on the most, right? When you're single, you have an advantage when you're single because you really get to just pour out and you really get to just be everything that God's called you to be. Seek Him. If you don't know your purpose yet, continue to seek Him. It's just when you're single, you have that time, you have that space in your mind to really focus on the things of God. Because that's what we're gonna get judged on at the end of the day. Like, what did you do for Him? We're all here for a purpose, so that is ultimately the most important thing. You can still focus on your purpose while you're married. I'm not saying that. It's just the time. Obviously being married once you have kids, and it does take up more of your time. Again, I believe in grace. There is grace, but it's even better when you're single. It's even better. So definitely, if you feel like you don't know your purpose, you feel like you're still kind of struggling to figure it out, God is faithful. Continue to seek Him, and He will give you answers. He'll give you answers in your past life when you're younger, things that you love to do, things that you were good at. He'll continue to give you those things, and you will put the pieces together. Purpose is a long journey. It's a lifetime journey as well. So, as you get one clue, you continue to discover other things and put the pieces all together while you're here. So point number 3, you are able to develop yourself and become who you desire. This point is actually very important too, along with point number 2. When you are single, you get to be everything that you want to be. If you want to become a person who's committed to the gym, you have that time to do that. You want to continue to read books and develop yourself, you can do that. If you want to go back to school, you can do that. You get to become the woman or the man that you desire to be in your mind. You have the ability to go for it and go with full force without anyone holding you back, anyone, just in the way of that. You get to be who you want to be. If you want to switch careers, you can switch careers. You have that time and space to switch careers. If you want to get into different hobbies, you get to be who you want to be. Develop yourself, and the more you develop yourself, the higher you go. I mean, imagine being someone that is healthy, physically fit, that is educated, intelligent, that's continuously educating themselves and getting better and better in certain things. Someone who is well-rounded, someone who is informed on the world and what's going on, someone who is well-traveled. You get to travel, right? If you're into traveling, you have the time and space to travel and really explore the world. So imagine having all these qualities about you. So when you do meet someone, you have so much to bring to the table. You have so much life that you have lived that you get to bring that will make you attractive to a partner, because you are someone who just has so much on the inside of them. It's not shallow. You're not shallow. You're not you just have good looks and that's it. We want to be people that have substance, that have something to bring to another person. The best marriages, the best relationships are the ones that they both can bounce off each other. They can both learn from each other. They can both have something to give. Those are the best relationships, and those are the ones that last longer too in happiness. Because it's not just always about just being married. You want to have a happy marriage. You want to have a good marriage. Because there are people who are married for a long time, but it's a quality of their marriage there. These things, the more you work on yourself, the more you develop yourself, the more you have something to offer to your spouse and even your children. Your children can become inspired by you, by your life and what you've done. So the more you do now, the better it will be. And again, you can do all this in marriage as well. I'm not saying that. You can make a decision today, like, I want to be the person that I desire. I want to be the person that I that that God wants me to be, and you can make that decision. So I'm not saying that just in case anyone's watching the marriage, but it's just you have that advantage when you're single because you don't have any distraction. Number 4, you don't have to deal with heartbreak. When you're single, you don't have to deal with the stress of heartbreak. You don't have to deal with just people or men or women just breaking your heart. As long as you don't give it to them, right? So even if you're dating or maybe you're just getting to know someone, you can still get heartbroken because you might like that person and that person may not work out, that person may not like you back or something like that. But it's not a heartbreak that is like intense where you're in a relationship for years and it doesn't work out, or you are in a chaotic relationship, or you don't have to deal with that. So you do have some heartbreak a little bit, but it's not an intense heartbreak. It's not a heartbreak that you can't move on from. You get to truly just focus on you, and you don't have to deal with that baggage of heartbreak. And then when you do meet someone, you do meet your husband or your wife, you get to come healed. Come with a heart that is not so contaminated by other people. This only works if you're not giving yourself away. So I'll say like no sex, or if you're talking to get to know people without that attachment of sex. That's the only way that this point would work. If you're just getting to know people, but you're not putting your heart or your soul in them, right? That's the only way that it will work. But if you are engaging in sexual activity with the guys that you're with the people that you're talking to, like men or women, then you are at risk for heartbreak. So, and I don't encourage it as well. We're gonna have another video about sexual purity, and that then I'll talk about that more in that video. But yeah, ultimately, you don't have to deal with heartbreak. You don't have to deal with trauma from chaotic relationships or relationships that didn't work out. You get to just truly be whole, and you can present yourself to your future spouse as someone that's whole. And that brings me on to point number 5, my last point. Is a time to heal and find happiness within yourself. So you really get to work on the healing journey. So if you have been in chaotic relationships, or even if you've been divorced, or you've been you've had some situations with relationships, singleness is a great time to heal from that, because you don't want to bring your past trauma to your next relationship or your marriage as well. That would hurt the other person. It's not fair to the other person because that person's new. The person didn't do anything. So you don't want to do that. You want to heal. So I think this is a great time to heal. And I think a lot of people don't heal and they get married, and in marriage, it's just going to be hard. Marriage is already hard, but I feel like if you come not healed, it's going to be even harder. So take the time to heal. Go to therapy if you need to. Really take the time, assess your trauma, and okay, how can I move forward? How can I move on from the situation? Allow God to come into your heart and comfort those areas that you've been holding on to, that's been weighing you down. Forgive if you haven't forgiven yet. Forgive those that hurt you in the past, so that you can come as your happy self and find peace within yourself. Find happiness within yourself. Learn to be content alone. Content alone. This is one of the secrets that I've really, really learned to do. Like, I've really found the secret to just the single life is to be happy, doing things that make you happy, focusing on who you are, and just seeing the beauty in life, because there's so much beauty in life. Being married isn't everything. I think sometimes it's a shocker when some people do get married and they realize that, what, you can still be lonely in marriage. So this is why it's so important to find peace within yourself before you get married, because then you won't be seeking something from your partner that only God can give you. You'll be seeking validation, seeking attention. And this is something that I had to work on. This is something that I used to deal with as well. Just wanting something, or seeking something from someone else that they cannot give you. Only God can fill the void in your heart. Nobody else can. Nobody else can. And this is what brings such trauma and such chaos to relationships, because we are seeking something from another person that they cannot give. Only God can fill your heart. Your husband can't, your family can't, your friends can't. Nobody can but God. So it's so important to truly, truly find that peace within God and yourself, and know that my partner can give me everything. He cannot give me everything. And it's okay. He's not meant to give you everything. God is meant to give you everything. So know that. Work on that. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas or any video suggestions that you want me to talk about. If you need help in any areas, that's what I'm here for. So this channel is about. It's about encouragement and just helping. I want to help my subscribers through whatever they're going through. So whatever video or whatever subject that you guys want me to talk about, please leave it down in the comments below. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness. Bye.